Now, the National Theatre are on their way back to Belfast with The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which opens at the Grand Opera House on Tuesday and runs through until the 25th of March. We'll be chatting to a couple of the cast members right after this. Here's a clip from The Ocean at the End of the Lane.
I like stories. Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland.
Nothing looks like what it is on the inside. What makes you who you are? Your face or what you do? There's things what lurk out there. Can you be brave?
This, it isn't pretend, it is real.
All of it was dreamed into existence. Go away! Give me my boy!
No, you stay out, stay out! Will anything ever be like it was before?
And I'm pleased to say that Finty Williams and Aimee McGoldrick join us now. Great to see you today. How are we today?
Grand, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So I want to start off with Aimee because it must be great to get back home to Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I've been counting down the weeks till we're there.
And have you played the Grand Opera House stage before?
No, never. Been loads as a child to the panto, so I'm really looking forward to getting to play that stage and have friends and family come as well and see the show.
She's literally been talking about this since we were in rehearsals.
And Finty, you must have been to Belfast over the years, have you?
I haven't been to Belfast for 24 years. I was last there when Mrs. Brown was being shown there. So, 24 years ago. So I'm really excited.
So tell us about the play then, The Ocean at the End of the Lane. It's been getting fabulous reviews. So for people who don't know, what's it all about then?
It's a play about a young boy who, a 40-year-old man who goes to a place to attend his father's funeral and has a weird connection to this particular place that happened when he was 12 years old. And it's a retelling of his memory and the people he met and how he dealt with certain things and how he sees family and relationships and friendship. And it's a cyclical story. You'll understand if you come to see it. But it's a story that happens to him again and again and again through his life.
And you play the character of old Mrs. Hemstock. What's she like?
She's a billion years old, which is great. I turned 50 and got cast as a woman who was a billion years old. But she's a grandmother and she's a mother and she is a woman of the earth and of her surroundings, and she's a little bit magical.
Aimee, tell us about your role.
I'm part of the ensemble, which is just an incredible group of people that help make this show happen and make the world magic. And we are like a part of the boys' imagination.
Yeah.
And there to help them along the way and tell the story.
They are, Robin, what I call the super people, because in 33 years of acting, I've never done anything that is dance or movement based. And these people, I can honestly say, because I get to spend enough time off stage watching what they do. I remember seeing the end of the first half when we were in rehearsals and I cried. And I think last night I saw it for, the 78th time.
Yeah, we're up there.
And I still come off stage and totally fangirl these people because they are so extraordinary and so brilliant. And what they do is like out of this world.
And for anybody who wants to work in theatre, the National Theatre has to be the ultimate goal, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it's definitely a pinch me moment to get to work on something like this and with the people that are on it as well. It's been very, very special.
Now, this is quite a long run as well. I think it's the longest running national show since before COVID, isn't it?
I think so. We're on this, we started in October.
Yeah.
And we're on it definitely until the middle of this October. Wow. So we're all going to be a year older by the time we finish this play.
With a lot of birthdays.
Yeah.
Finty, I have to mention your famous mother, who of course is Dame Judi Dench. And I was on all your social media channels earlier on today, and there's some fabulous photographs and videos of you and your family. It must have been great fun growing up with Dame Judi Dench and Michael Williams as parents.
It was great fun. It was great fun. They were, until my mother got the Bond franchise when I was 19, they were jobbing actors, you know, and we didn't go abroad in the summer. We went and took a tent up to the west coast of Scotland, and, you know, it was a wonderful world to grow up in as a child. And
you must have been meeting great people as well.
Yeah, some of the best people. I still get horribly starstruck by people as well. I think the first time I met Pierce Brosnan, my mother described me as a cartoon character who'd been splattered across all the walls. I think it took me about 5 years to be able to utter a single sentence to him.
And it must have been great to appear with your mum in a film. You were in Mrs. Brown together, weren't you?
We did Mrs. Brown together. We did Ladies in Lavender together. Yeah, it's a real privilege. I'm really lucky.
And were your parents always supportive when you decided this was going to be the career for you?
No, they wanted me to do anything other than this. I think they'd have been really happy had I done almost anything else, only because they knew the side that I didn't see growing up. You know, they knew about the financial side of it and the unpredictability of it and all of those things, but I never saw any of that. I had to learn that for myself.
And what about you, Amy? Where did your acting inspiration come from? Did you have any showbiz people in your family?
Not really. My granddad's always in the pantos in Castlederg in County Tyrone, and I just, ever since I was little, wanted to be Annie because of the ginger curly hair. And I was very lucky. My mum and dad sent me to wee classes, and I studied drama at Queen's University in Belfast. So, and then went to drama school in London and worked with the Lyric Theatre and got to know the movement associate on this. Yeah. So that's how I've ended up here.
And is it
she also sings like an angel.
So you open in Belfast at the Grand Opera House on a Tuesday, and the show runs until the 25th of March. Finty, is there a favourite part in the show that you have?
Yes, watching this lot. They're amazing. The whole show is full of magic and illusions and puppets and amazing music. It's been brilliantly directed by Katie Rudd. It's a really, really exciting evening, and it's unlike anything I've ever been involved with and anything I've ever seen. And just please come and see it for Amy and all the movement people, because they make this show.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Finty and Amy, great talking to you, and have yourselves a great time here in Belfast.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you.
Bye.